Brown bears live in the forests and mountain areas of northern North America, Europe, and Asia. They are the most widely distributed bear globally. They are typically solitary animals, except for their females and cubs. They are very powerful predators and top of the food chain. The largest brown bears are found in the coastal areas of British Columbia and Alaska. Even due to their enormous size, they are incredibly fast animals, getting up to 48 kilometers per hour. So, what is the future like for these animals? Are they intelligent? Are they conscious? Do they experience emotions? And what risks do they pose to humans?
It is hard to determine if brown bears are conscious to the level that we as humans experience consciousness. Consciousness refers to a wide range of states in which there is knowledge of thought, image, and sensation. Ned Block distinguished differences between the two types of consciousness: phenomenal consciousness and access consciousness. Phenomenal consciousness is the basic experiences of seeing, hearing, and feeling pain. Access consciousness is the more complex experiences of being able to think about or report on a mental state either from the past or the present. Based on these definitions, it provides an indication to the level of consciousness that brown bears experience. Due to bears' inability to communicate with language, it is not possible to gain knowledge of their more complex experiences in access consciousness. However, we can gain some indication that they experience phenomenal consciousness as their hunting abilities demonstrate that they are able to see and hear to a high standard. Although, when a bear is injured, it will express that. It is unknown, however, if they are aware that they are in pain or if it is just their body's response to the injury. This leads to the question of whether bears experience emotions. It is clear that they are in pain or when they are happy. However, due to their inability to communicate with language, it is unknown if bears are actually aware that they are feeling these emotions. These conclusions cannot be made confidently, as there is so much unknown about brown bears' consciousness and emotions due to their lack of language skills. Brown bears are considered to be the most intelligent mammals in North America. Lynn Rogers came to this conclusion through her work at the University of Tennessee. She found that brown bears have a large brain in proportion to their body, and that bear mothers spend 1.5 to 3.5 years showing their cubs where and how to obtain food. The cubs' ability to form mental maps and remember locations may exceed human ability. Brown bears have an extremely excellent long-term memory, being found to recognize familiar animals for over 10 years and from up to 2,000 feet away. Ben Killam has suggested that brown bears have the intelligence that is comparable to that of great apes, leading to us being able to answer this question more confidently than whether they are conscious or experience emotions, as they are able to demonstrate their intelligence through their behaviour. In 2011, Tatiana Mosca answered the call she never imagined she would receive from her 19-year-old daughter Olga. "Mum, the bear is eating me. Mum, it's such agony. Mum, help!" These were the words of Olga as she called her mother while being eaten alive by a brown bear. This was the first of 3 phone calls Olga made to her mother, the final call breaking her mother's heart as Olga said, "Mum, it's not hurting anymore. I don't feel the pain. Forgive me for everything. I love you so much." Olga had already witnessed her stepfather being killed as the bears broke his neck and smashed his skull before she was eaten alive over the next hour. The pair were fishing in East Siberia when the bear and her 3 cubs attacked them. This story is an example of how bears place risk to humans, as they will usually only attack when a human enters their environment. However, although bears typically live in forests, they are often attracted to human communities because of the immediate source of food. To minimize the risk of a bear attack, the best advice is to keep your distance, avoid making noise, and if the bear becomes confrontational, the most effective option is to stand your ground. Do not run or turn your back to the bear. Running away or climbing a tree will aggravate the bear and increase the risk of an attack. At this point in time, brown bears are at a very low risk of extinction according to the World Wildlife Association. The biggest risk to brown bears is the loss of their habitat due to the expansion of human communities. Bears' population has been impacted by logging, mining, road construction, and other developments leading to the loss of their habitat. Due to their size, brown bears have been extensively hunted, and they are a big game trophy as their meat is very popular. Brown bear population is now down to occupying just 2% of their former range. The World Wildlife Association reports that bears are hunted for their gallbladders, as they bring in high prices as traditional medicines on the Asian market. However, there is no evidence that products derived from bear parts have medical value. If the rate of habitat loss and hunting continues, bear status as a low-risk extinction animal will gradually increase to a serious threat. Therefore, humans need to be aware of these damages that can be done through deforestation in order to attempt to preserve the future of the brown bear population. Bears generate a large amount of fear in humans as they have the ability to cause extreme harm or even death. To minimize this, certain behaviors can be practiced that will decrease the risk on humans from bears. Due to bears' inability to communicate with language, there is still a lot unknown about whether bears are aware that they are conscious or experience emotions, although their behavior suggests that bears are very intelligent. Some biologists suggesting that they are equally as intelligent as great apes.